If you are looking for a new gaming PC build, right now is actually a great time to buy one because the prices are actually some of the best prices I've ever seen on gaming PC builds. I will show you the best PC for every budget and every resolution: 1080p, 1440p and 4K. The link to all of these PCs will be down below in the video description, and I will also show you the level of performance that you can expect with each system. That way, if you end up buying one of these PCs, you know what to expect in terms of performance. I am Valentino, and with that being said, let's start. With the first system, we have the $700 1080p Ultra / 1440p medium gaming PC. With this system, you will be able to play any game at 1080p high to ultra settings with a very smooth performance, and then you can also play at 1440p 60 plus FPS on average, depending on the game and depending on the settings. I will get into the level of performance in a second, but before doing that, I want to show you the specifications. The reason why this system is so great for $700 is because you get the Ryzen 5 5600 for the CPU, which is a great 6-core 12-thread processor, and then for the graphics card you get the RX 6650 XT. This CPU and GPU combo are amazing, and as I said before, you can expect a very smooth performance at 1080p, and I'm talking about 85 plus FPS on average on high to ultra settings in high demanding titles like Hogwarts Legacy, The Last of Us Part 1 and these type of games. If you want to play easier to run games such as Fortnite, Valorant and these type of shooters, then you can expect well over 240 FPS. So if you want to buy a 240 Hz monitor, this system is great if you are not looking to spend anything over $700. Then you get 32 gigs of RAM, which is great not only for gaming but also for streaming and multitasking. A GB B550 motherboard, which allows you to upgrade up to a Ryzen 7 5800X3D, which is the fastest CPU from the AM4 platform, which means that you can get a very nice CPU upgrade down the line if you want more performance out of your CPU for gaming. Then you get a nice looking Montech case with 6 pre-installed fans, which is amazing in terms of airflow, so temps are going to be great for your CPU and GPU. And then you get a 650 watt power supply, which is enough for this system. Last but not least, you get a 1TB Gen 4 SSD, which you can always upgrade down the line if you ever need more storage. For $700 you are getting a great system in my opinion, but if you have more money to spend, then you can get a way faster PC, especially if you want to play at 1440p resolution. So the next system is the $1200 amazing gaming PC for 1440p resolution. You can play any game at 1440p with no issues, and I will show you the level of performance in a second. But the reason why this one is so great for 1440p is because you get a Ryzen 5 7600, which is newer than the 5600 and is from the latest AM5 platform. This system is very upgradable over time, so if you want to buy the latest and greatest Ryzen 7 7800X3D, which is the fastest CPU in the market right now, you can buy one and you do not have to change the motherboard if you make that upgrade. Now, in terms of graphics card, you get the RX 7900G RE, which is one of the best 1440p gaming GPUs in terms of value in the entire market right now. In terms of performance, you can expect over 100 FPS at 1440p resolution on high to ultra settings. You can also use this system for 1080p very high frame rates, and then you have another option for your graphics card in case you want an Nvidia GPU, and that is going with the RTX 4070 Super. Now, it is going to be more expensive if you make that change to go with the 4070 Super, but you get the Nvidia feature set, which is better than AMD's. You get a better level of ray tracing, you get DLSS, which is the better upscaler, and if you are going to play at 4K resolution and you want to turn on your upscaler, DLSS has a better image quality. So the 4070 Super is a very solid option if you have around $1,200, but keep in mind that the 4070 Super has 12 gigs of VRAM and the 7900G RE has 16 gigs of VRAM, which is going to be useful if you want to play at 4K native resolution. But overall, you decide whether you want an Nvidia graphics card or an AMD one. In terms of rasterized performance, you can expect about the same performance from the 4070 Super compared to the 7900G RE. So no matter which one you choose, really, you are going to be getting a 1440p high to ultra settings experience in most games. So in my opinion, for $1200 or $1250, if you end up going with the 4070 Super, you are getting an amazing system that, as I said before, is not only great right now but also amazing for the future. For the rest of the components, you get 32 gigs of DDR5 memory instead of DDR4. You get a B650 motherboard from ASRock, a Montech Air 100 ARGB case, which is the one that you see right here. In my opinion, it looks amazing. The price is very decent, and it comes with 4 pre-installed fans, RGB fans that you can always turn off if you want, which is nice. And this case, in my opinion is one of the best looking cases out there, especially at this price point. And last but not least, you get a 750 watt power supply from MSI, which is A tier rated, meaning that it's the best quality out there. Now, if you have more money to spend, then you are looking to get a 1440p maxed out experience, and you can also play at 4K resolution, high settings with no issues. And the reason why you can do that is because you upgrade the graphics card from a 7900G RE to a 4070 Ti Super. The 4070 Ti Super is of course faster than the 7900G RE. It's from Nvidia, so you get all the features I've mentioned before, a better level of ray tracing, the Nvidia upscaler, a better support for productivity work and content creation applications, and on top of that you also get 16 gigs of VRAM. So in my opinion, for under $1,500, this is the best system that you can get. It is basically the same system as the last one, but you get a faster graphics card. In terms of performance, you can expect 120 plus FPS on average in high demanding titles at 1440p high to ultra settings, and you can expect well over 240 plus FPS on average at 1440p in esports shooters, as I mentioned before, Fortnite, Valorant, CS2, and these type of shooters. Now here you can also consider the RX 7900 XT, which is $100 cheaper than the 4070 Ti Super, and it's going to give you about the same rasterized performance. So if you do not care about the Nvidia features and you just care about pure gaming performance, then the 7900 XT is a good option, and you are going to be saving $100, which if you buy the 4070 Ti Super, this system is going to be around $1,475. But if you buy the 7900 XT, it's going to be under $1,400, and you are getting a great 1440p gaming experience, and you can also play at 4K resolution, 70 to 75 plus FPS on average with no upscaler technology enabled. So if you turn on DLSS or FSR, if you buy the AMD graphics card, then you can expect around 85 to 100 plus FPS on average, depending on the game and depending on the exact settings. Another potential upgrade that you have here is going with 2 terabytes of Gen 4 SSD instead of 1 terabyte, which is going to be useful if you end up installing a bunch of games. And if you end up making this upgrade, then you are looking to spend $1,530, which is slightly over the $1,500 budget, but in my opinion is worth the upgrade because you will have more room inside of your computer to install more games or programs, and even better if you are a content creator, because as a content creator myself, I know that files can become quite heavy and you need fast speeds for the transfers. And then if you want to play at 4K resolution or 1440p very high FPS, you can get the $2,000 gaming ultra system. This one has the fastest CPU in the market, the Ryzen 7 7800X3D, and then you get the RTX 4080 Super 40 graphics card. This CPU and GPU combo will allow you to play at 4K resolution, 85 plus FPS on average. This is native resolution, by the way, so if you turn on the DLSS, you can expect around 110 FPS or even faster depending on the game and depending on the exact settings. But honestly, getting 85 plus FPS on average in games like Cyberpunk 2077, Alan Wake 2, and this type of games, it means that it's a very good computer. And yes, it's expensive at $2,000 since you are getting the fastest CPU in the market and one of the fastest graphics cards in the market. It's actually a very good price for a PC like this one. Then you get a 2 terabyte Gen 4 SSD, a nice upgraded B650 motherboard from Gigabyte. You get the same 32 gigs of DDR5 memory, which is going to be amazing for streaming and content creation as well. Then you get an 850 watt power supply from NZXT, A tier rated of course. And last but not least, you get a fractal design pop air for the case, which is amazing in terms of airflow, very good quality, and a very decent price. The total price when I'm recording this video is around $2,050, and just like the last one, you can go with a cheaper version for your GPU, which is the RX 7900 XTX from AMD, and you are going to be achieving about the same rasterized performance for a cheaper price. So that's something to consider, especially if you do not care about the Nvidia feature set. And then as a bonus PC, I will give you the best of the best gaming PC where you can achieve the fastest performance, and this one is about $3,000. So very expensive, but here you get the fastest CPU in the market, the 7800 X3D of course, and then you get the RTX 4090, which is the fastest graphics card in the market, allowing you to achieve well over 110 FPS on average at 4K ultra settings in high demanding titles. And I'm talking about native resolution, no DLSS on, so amazing performance, and it's also the fastest in terms of ray tracing performance. So in my opinion, the best system that you can get for gaming. And of course, you can spend more money, and those systems will be down below in the video description in case you have a higher budget, and you will have more budgets in the description as bonus PCs. So if you have, let's say $1,700, or you have $900, or maybe you are working with a very tight budget, those PCs will be in the description. But anyway, if you decide to upgrade this system to get even faster performance, you are going to be getting a better system for content creation and productivity work. But for gaming, you are hitting the limit here and you will not notice a difference even if you spend more money and you get, for example, 128 gigs of RAM, which is more expensive, but it's not going to make any difference for gaming. The rest of the components are the same as the last system, but here you get a 1200 watt power supply that is A-tier rated as well, and then you get the Deepcool CH560 digital for the case, which is in my opinion the best looking case in the market right now. Very good premium quality, and it is expensive, but if you're looking to spend $3,000 on a system, you are looking to get the best of the best. Now, as I said before, you will have plenty of different systems in the description, and if you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe. It's going to help the channel a lot. And if you need more personal PC help, where you want me to help you out one-on-one for your needs and your budget, then in the top link in the description you can DM me for personal PC help, which is going to be free. Thank you guys for watching, thank you for the support, and I will see you on the next one.